Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to a special report brought to you in association with the Bank of New Zealand. This is where we look at the top 10 charts for 2010 that give us an idea of what's happening with our economy, what might happen next, and delves into the areas of prices, inflation, these sorts of things that we really care about at interest.co.nz and we love to debate. So here we are with the 9th in our series of the top 10 charts. And I'm cheating because I've got two charts here. But they tell us essentially the same thing. They talk about the rebalancing that is happening and should be happening in our economy. A rebalancing away from consuming too much and borrowing too much to investing more, producing more. And it's something that both the Reserve Bank and the Treasury and the government have talked about for nearly 2 years now. They've looked to bring in place policies which, in theory, help us rebalance the economy away from consuming, spending, borrowing to investing, saving, producing. So let's have a look at what's actually happened here. On firstly, the consumption front, the household consumption front. And here you can see that in reflecting the earlier discussions we've had about borrowing too much from overseas, pumping it into the housing market, spending it on flat screen TVs in the houses and cars and boats and second houses, well, that obviously rose through 2004 to 2007 to upwards of 70% of GDP. That means we were spending too much. Now, then obviously it dipped down a bit through 2008, 2009, and it's come up a bit through late 2010. But, and this is the key thing, the Reserve Bank is forecasting that share of spending of the economy to continue to fall through 2010, 11, 12, 13. Now, what does that mean for the economy? Well, if you're a retailer selling something that's not too essential, essentially it's an imported good or it's a consumption good or maybe a consumption service, then you might struggle if that forecast comes right. And it's obviously going to be a tough Christmas for some retailers. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin, which is residential investment, business investment. And you can see here that that also rose through 2004 to 2007, but not that much. And it too took a dive through 2008, 2009. But here's the difference. The Reserve Bank is expecting that to continue trending up through 2010, 11, 12. And that's the key. Will businesses be investing in plant and equipment to fire up the economy to produce so that we can start saving some more? That's the key thing. Now, it will depend on a couple of factors. Are businesses feeling good about their future? Are they keen to invest? And what we've seen so far is that their investment intentions aren't quite as strong as their employment intentions. So we're confident enough to take on extra staff, but actually building new plant or building a new building or taking on new software or equipment, not quite so keen yet. And that's the thing we should be watching over the next couple of years. Are businesses investing, importing that plant and equipment to invest and improve our productivity? We'll see. That will be the judge of whether this grand government plan to rebalance the economy actually works. Well, that was our 9th in our top 10 charts for 2010, brought to you in association with the Bank of New Zealand.